Nestled in the Alleghany Mountains on the banks of the Jackson River, Clifton Forge, Virginia is a small Appalachian community struggling to revitalize its economy by restoring its historic theater. Today, Clifton Forge is home to less than 4,500, but in 1905, the date on the theater's cornerstone, Clifton Forge was a city of nearly 10,000. The Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad helped make Clifton Forge a bustling city, and Main Street's historic Masonic Theater, built as an opera house, became a venue for performers from coast to coast.
The importance of the theater is that it has a history that cannot be replicated. Roy Rogers rode Trigger down on stage here and performed on stage. Lash LaRue rode his horse down an aisle and opened a show. We've had people like Burl Ives perform here, folks that were famous in the past, and a number of Hollywood stars. Even a Hollywood movie was shot in part in this theater in 1929.
Due to the loss of almost 90% of the town's railroad jobs caused by downsizing, Clifton Forge's economy and theater have suffered greatly in recent years. Appalfolks of America Association, a non-profit organization founded in 1985 by M. Ray Allen to preserve Appalachian heritage via literary and performing arts programs, received the theater as a charitable donation in 1991. After 13 years of restoration, Appalfolks donated the theater to the town. Together, Appalfolks and the town believe the community's economy can be stimulated by returning the theater to the cultural center it once was.
We'll have Christmas shows, holiday and seasonal activities, so we're really excited about it. I mean, and this is another example this evening, just a marvelous facility, historic, the focal point of this community for many, many years, and something that we think it offers a real viable opportunity.
One of Appalfolks' outreach programs provides mentally and physically challenged individuals with opportunities to develop their skills in performing arts. This program is called STARS, an acronym that stands for Special Theatrical Artists Review and Showcase.
STARS, the show tonight, this is a show that I have watched some of the challenged people that are in it grow 100 times. And there are stories we could tell that would bring tears to your eyes.
I think it's an incredible program. It's very much like the Special Olympics program, and I've seen their growth in them as far as their self-confidence and their self-assurance, and you know that there's a lot of people that will be watching this show tonight that wouldn't dare get up on stage and do what they're doing.
It makes me realize that I can get it right and set goals for myself to do this.
I love the STARS program. It gives me a boost of confidence. That I enjoy the people I perform with. We all are just a big family, and we all just have great time together. We're fun people to be around.
The program is an opportunity for young adults that may not have other opportunities to show their talents or to enjoy themselves, really. A lot of these adults in this program live in group homes or something and don't get out, don't get to go places and do things like the so-called normal people their age would do.
Performing in front of people made me feel good. And usually when I sing from my heart, and a lot of people, I hear one mother, she actually cried and boo-hooed when I was singing Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see.
it brings happiness, it brings laughter, it takes your mind away from what we necessarily see as our real world, but their real world is totally different. So at the same time that we're having a little break from it, they are too.
The STARS program is a non-competitive safe haven for its participants. It provides a nurturing environment that empowers the performers to feel free to be themselves and showcase their talents. Through their hard work, they are teaching the community about true determination.
I saw Kevin not be able to talk or say a word, and I saw him the first time here in this theater take the microphone from Vivian, who was director then, and say that he had something to say. And she handed the microphone to him, and he stuttered, and finally he said, "I just want to wish my mom and my dad a Merry Christmas." And his mother stood up and literally screamed. They hadn't heard him talk for years.
I mean, without this place, people wouldn't get to see how much mentally challenged and physically challenged, how much they can achieve and what they can do. They may be different from us, but they can achieve anything like anyone else can.
The main thing this community needs to learn is that our mentally and physically challenged people are viable people. They have a life, they have feelings, and they have desires, and they love to be recognized. They love to be able to do. And they will pour their hearts out for you if you'll pour your heart out to them.
For nearly a decade, the STARS program at the historic Masonic Theater has inspired its performers as well as those in the audience. Clifton Forge is proud of its association with the STARS program. The town looks forward to refurbishing the historic Masonic Theater to its turn-of-the-century grandeur and working with Appalfolks of America to develop a national center in the Virginia Highlands. Together, Appalfolks in the town believe that with adequate funding, the theater and its programs will be embraced across the nation.
We would like to fully restore the theater and make it the national headquarters for STARS. We believe that STARS could have a positive impact on every state in America through this type of program we're operating here in Clifton Forge.